After 8 years and millions of dollars made, I'm deciding to quit day trading. This decision took me several months, hence why I haven't been posting. There was a lot of reasons that led into this decision. However, before we talk about it, I just wanted to preface the conversation by saying none of this was because I blew accounts or lost a lot of money and I can't afford to continue or anything of that nature. In fact, my last day trade, I actually cleared over $1 million in a single day. That was back in March. That goes to show you how long I've been thinking about this. And I'm going to share with you two stories, and then we're going to wrap it up as to why. The first story is just about a young guy who wanted to make money anywhere in the world right from his laptop. And his sole dream was that and that alone. He started to drift because he was no longer making money doing the only thing he loved, and he had no other qualifications to do anything else. You don't know by now the story's about me. I also had epilepsy. Epilepsy was starting to take a really big toll staring at my screens all day, watching order books, trying to find the next best trade. I couldn't do it anymore. So I took a break, like Michael Jordan retiring the first time. And it was not a long hiatus. It was it was about a 6 month plus hiatus, but I got my life back. I was able to have my mornings back with my family because I used to do live streams early in the morning, sharing my trades. And then flash forward, we decided to start designing automated trading systems. And that just took me into a venture I never thought was going to blow up so fast. Well, a startup like that with a winning strategy, trying to grow and get our feet off the ground. What better way to make a lot of money for the company than to get back into day trading, baby? That's exactly what I did. Actually, my first day trade was in Singapore. It was at a nightclub. Blondish was performing, and I was up 25,000. I had to close it because my phone was about to die. And the story is AJ didn't give me his phone, which made him go into sabbatical. But that was really the start of me getting back into day trading. I made, I think, almost 30,000 that night. Maybe it cleared over 30. I can't remember. And I remember going, wait a minute, because it was a new market. I went from penny stocks to now commodities, and I was going, I think I have something here. I just made $30,000 in a single day, and it was at any time of the day. It didn't have to be in the mornings. And it was a winning strategy. So I had a 22-hour flight to Beast to really think about getting back into it. Okay, I think I can do this. 30,000 became multiple 10,000 trades, and then I had my first six-figure day. What a joy that was. 6 figures in a single day. Oh, man, I never will forget the feeling of thinking I made it. Freedom, all the things I could buy with 6 figures. I went and bought an Escalade. I don't regret that. And then I made 200, 250, 300,000. And then I cleared on the very last day. Keep in mind, I started day trading again in October. By December the 31st, I made $27,000 in my last day trade of the year, 2025. It was my first $1 million year. The only goal I had for now 7 years straight at this point, accomplished in the last day, almost to the dollar. You guys saw my reaction. That was as genuine. That was in my field of, in the line of work I do. That was probably in my work life. That was the best goal I think I've ever achieved. It's just a mental battle, having to, just the journey I've had to go through to make $1 million day trading in a single year. And then 2026 came around. Well, I guess I'm back into day trading while building a company that builds automated trading systems. Traded, and then big loss. I had a huge loss, and the landscapers are here. I got quick. Huge loss. I made $1 million. We're gonna take this inside. All right, back to it. So it's 2026. I just came off of $1 million year, and then I had a really large loss, a $300,000 loss that you guys saw, and it instantly made me remember the drawdowns of manual trading again. And I was like, man, I just lost 30% of what I made last year in a single trade. Ouch. um, but I was sizing up. And all I remember was I just continued to trade. I made 300,000 or 280,000 the very next day. So boom, right back at it. But that loss kind of never went away from me. And then the very last trade I made, manual trading started to become what it was again, a full-time gig, while trying to make a living building automated trading systems so I can get out of trading. I jumped right back into the very thing I was trying to escape. Constant screen time, constant stress. You guys make fun of me on my videos because I'm all stoic, which is the case. Usually I'm pretty good at masking everything during the trade, but it doesn't mean after the trade it doesn't affect you. When you're sitting down next to your family, your kids, your wife, and both the wins and the losses, they started to feel not worth it, I would say. On my $1 million day, I was sitting next to my son. I was in that trade from 5 in the morning because my partner woke me up to take it. And at this point, it was 6:30 at night. I was still in trade. Things were starting to look like it was going our way. We were up 650,000. Market just opened and it was running. I was in some drawdown on that trade, around 300,000 on that specific trade, maybe a little bit more. So a whirlwind trade, but things were looking north, and I could finally start to breathe because our stop losses were in profit. I cannot believe I went to get my Cadillac serviced. That was not a smart idea. But I'll never forget, I'm sitting next to my son at the dinner table, and I'm excited because I knew what was going to happen. It was going to be my first $1 million day. And he sat next to me and he said, "Daddy, when's your phone gonna die so you can play with me?" And yeah, that was hard to hear as a dad. Realizing that I just made $1 million in a single day, making millions of dollars, working, providing for my family. I've been home next to my children for months, but did they even get the dad that they wanted? Because those kids don't know. Those kids have no concept of money. Now, I think in the future they would appreciate the life that I've been able to give them. I mean, I'm sitting in my dream home that we just purchased 2 weeks ago because of the sacrifices that I've made. but I could no longer take said sacrifices. The risks of manual trading, with the money that I made, with a life I can set my family up for, with the automated trading systems I had, I felt like it was time. Time to take my money, park it into what I've been working on, and finally escape the jail, the mental torture that manual trading can bring. When you first get started in trading, no one talks to you about that. Don't get me wrong. Manual trading is not a good life. That was 7 years of pain and headache and stress. I can think of a lot of other ways to make millions of dollars online without that and without the risks that you could run in manual trading. That is why I have decided, after my $1 million day, I'm 100% done, and I will never manual trade ever again. That decision was God-led. I felt God called me to be done. I was catching wind from the Holy Spirit earlier in the year. I could tell milestones were constantly being elevated. I needed more and more and more larger wins. You know, six-figure day, the joy of that, it was quickly diminished because 4 months after I had my first seven-figure day. So I had a feeling heading into that seven-figure day that, Jay, this isn't forever. I told my business partner. I remember telling my business partner, Jim, this isn't a forever thing. I just want you to know that. This manual trading stuff is not worth it. And I thought he was going to be upset because we made now at this point over $2 to $3 million manual trading in less than 6 months. We were steamrolling our bank accounts, reinvesting every dollar into our business. Things were looking great. And he said, Jay, whatever you decide, I'm behind you. When he said that, I just, first of all, it speaks volumes to the guy he is. But second of all, it made me realize that, no, I'm doing this for me. Let's cut the crap here. I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for my kids anymore. I could have stopped at 2 million, 1 million, and parked it into our systems and made millions of dollars for the rest of my life. I'm continuing to do this for me. And I was not providing in every sense of the word for my family. So I'm very excited. Excited for what? Excited because I will be
You want this one, right?
Yeah, 91 octane is fine.
This one?
91 and 93 is fine. Once you get past 95,
Okay.
that's like race engine fuel. So 91's
Okay.
fine.
Like my nails?
Ooh, I do. Very pretty.
Okay.
Are you when are you gonna be home?
I am getting this. I'm gonna pick up a coffee. I have to pick up the boys, pick up Violet, and then I'll be home.
Okay.
I have a little while, but
Okay. No problem.
okay.
I'm just filming.
All right. Oh, nice. Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
I feel like I finally escaped the prison of trading. Now, I don't want it to have a negative connotation because it's led me into meeting everyone in my professional life. I'm so thankful for the opportunities it brought me, for the life it's provided me, and for the memories it's made me. I will never regret my time manual trading. But I know if I continued, I would start to regret it. And honestly, at this point, we had several million. Park that into a system that is making us the returns it's making every single month. And I'm going to be making 6 figures a month, possibly 7 figures a month, more like 7 figures a month for the rest of my life. I don't need anything else in that. So it's time to hang it up. I've officially aura farmed for my kids. And I feel happy. I feel really happy with this decision. I'm no longer manual trading. You will not see me make another manual trading video. Everything from here on out will be automated trading, building systems, and building a life that you can be proud to live. The influencers online, be very careful. If you're going to get into manual trading, be very careful. There are a lot of scammers in this industry. Honestly, in 2024, I felt like one. That's why I quit educating. They also don't tell their students the jail cell that it can be if you are a real, live, verified, $1 million manual trader. Most are, guys. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. Don't get into manual trading. Build automated systems. Buy your time back. If you're a guy, meet a girl. Raise a family. Buy your dream home in the woods. Make a little homestead farm. And just be with your kids and be with your wife. Make millions of dollars in automated trading. Give it away. Give most of it away and thank Jesus every single day for the air that you're breathing. That's a lot better life to live. And that's the one I'm going to. Just my God, my family, and I in the woods have the best times of our lives. I'm ready for those memories. And I'm tired of the dinner table talks of, Daddy, when can you play with me? That'll never happen again. Hopefully you guys can respect my decision. And for the last time in the manual trading side, deuces.